Hi guys, how you doing? Senior Gaming here, and I'm bringing you Super Arrow with Guild Adventure build. So if you're Super Arrow player or perhaps idle gamer, then make sure you subscribe to the channel as I post as often as possible and bring you best tips and advice. And if you enjoy what you see, then smash this like button as well. Right then guys, before we jump into skill deck itself, just a massive shout out very quickly for Presty, who was kind enough allowing me to share this build with you guys. Actually, he made plenty of tests to make this ultimate build, and end of the day we still hold usually first or a second place when it comes to guild ranking on a weekly basis. So you are actually getting a very sophisticated build that should improve potentially if you try to figure out something on your own. But I got to also admit, the moment I started playing this game, I have never ever experienced something as great as in here, as usually everybody is just very kind, helpful, sharing all the possible best builds to just grow community throughout. So there is definitely no surprises that you are now getting access to this very build. And now without further ado, let's just tap into the skills itself, and I'm gonna head over into my guild adventure setup, and that's what you can now see on the screen. The setup itself contains only 4 main skills, and that's all you ever need. Obviously everything else is sub skills. I'm not gonna go through details with every single one of them. I'm gonna give you a general concept of why these skills has been set up. Obviously if you want to go ahead with this build and try it out for yourself, then pause the video by all means and just copy the entire setup. So without further ado, obviously I'm gonna kick off with Ice Vortex, and in here we're talking already about skill, which is gonna give you this wider area coverage of the damage itself. Then we topping it straight up with Initial Attack, which gives you this additional booster first time you're gonna hit monsters. Everything else related to a fire obviously will give you damage over time. Then we're kicking off with Rain of Arrows. Obviously constantly firing these arrows from the top gonna give you a nice AoE damage, and in here we actually got additional damage over time as well as cluster of different debuffs. Then we go in with a Flame Arrow and even more AoE damage skills, and as you see, priority here is again towards fire. To then finally give this Arcane Arrow and give that boost to all the magical skills with additional debuff. We've then topping up with Ballista and Double Shot, so again we casting a lot of these automated skills, and then top it up with additional AoE skills, which gonna obviously do as much damage as possible in this cluster itself. So that's basically where we are, guys. As mentioned earlier, if you want to copy it and try it for yourself, then do it by all means, and hit me in the comment section to give me a feedback if this build is better than what you currently have had. Thank you very much guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.